Okay, so hello everyone. I have some late season fruit. It's November, middle of November, and I picked this fruit just recently, obviously. And what I've been doing is picking the fruit a little earlier than I would. Well, I wouldn't say earlier than I normally would, but visually the fruit doesn't look like it's ready to go yet because it's still just kind of flushing. And I would wait until it's fully, red and loose on the vine. But when I've been doing that, the fruit has been overripe, and because of the weather, it's cooled down quite a bit, and everything slows down, and the color doesn't fully go all the way to red unless I leave it for a long time. But if I do that, then I pick up the fruit and it's all kind of gelatin inside, and not very good. So I've been picking it earlier, especially because it's raining. I don't want them to kind of get all mushy and moldy and splitting. So I've been pulling them, and it's been turning out pretty good. So let me show you what they look like inside. Okay, so here's a fruit that's I've recently picked because it's been raining, and it's just kind of flush red. And visually, it doesn't look like it's ready. But I've been picking them like this because it's November and it's a lot cooler out there, especially at nighttime. And they've been turning out okay, pretty good actually. Now I wait for fruit to go longer to get fully red at this time of year. And the fruit starts getting kind of gelatinous inside and not very good. It kind of feels like it's starting to, I don't know, ferment. But I just want to cut these open and show you what they look like, and I'll give it a little taste test and see how they taste, even though they look like they're picked a lot earlier than they should. So we'll have a look and see. So here we are. We can see the two. The one that's lightly blushed, and you can see how it is inside. It's pretty good. And this one, I let it go longer, and on the outside it's starting to get kind of soft. It gets kind of like a little bit rubbery on the outside, and that's a sign of overdone for me. And look on the inside, it's all this gelatinous kind of formation going on in there, and that's not, I already know it's not going to taste very good. So this one looks pretty good, but see, what I'm trying to point out is if I waited till it was full color, this thing would look more like that and worse. So this is late season fruit. When it starts to get cold, you got to go differently on the visual. And we sit there and wait and wait and wait, thinking it's got to turn. And if by the time we finally pull it off, it's really no good. So at this time of year, you're going to have to go with a little, for me at least in my area, I have to go with just when they start to blush. Okay, so I went ahead and tasted them, and as I expected, this one tastes pretty good. It's nice and sweet, right? And it's kind of, the way it should be. You can see the skin is not too thick. It's kind of perfect. And this one over here loses all its flavor, starting to kind of taste earthy and almost fermenting. So you can see how the skin is, the difference here, and how the fruit is turning out. And that's when the weather turns and starts to get a lot colder, especially at night. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. For me, it's last year I waited and waited and waited, and all the fruit turned really bad. And this year I started picking them early, and I'm starting to get some pretty good fruit. So that might change up things for me in the future of whether I'm going to go ahead and pollinate late in the season. Okay, so here's two more we're going to cut open. And here's this one. This one feels pretty firm still, lightly blushed. And we'll see how that one is on the inside. This one here, a little more color, but it still feels, it's starting to get a little bit rubbery on the outside. But we'll see how this one is on the inside. And when you see these things on the vine, they look like, hey, I got another week or so to go, And but I started noticing the skin starts to look a little rubbery as it gets kind of too long on the not vine, but on the branch. And so I'm gonna have to adjust in the fall season. So hopefully this one turns out. Let's cut it open to see. Okay, so here we are again, same result. This one here, starting to turn gelatinous, right? Not looking so good, it's starting to darken. All this is not good pulp, it's starting to kind of go bad. And this one over here is pretty good. So again, we look at the, you know, the skin here is barely flushing, you know, just a little bit of pinkish red. And it is perfect. And this one I let go longer, and the skin's starting to get kind of rubbery, especially at the bottom. And look at it, not good. All right, well, that's kind of a new revelation for me. I'm sure some of you already figured this out already, but for me, it's means I can probably pollinate late into the season and have fruit later on. So, which is good news. So, all right, that's all I have. Thanks.